Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another week. We're on a field trip today. We are about probably 1,400 miles from home. I'm in eastern Missouri at my brother's place, and I came out here and I'm going to help him build a lean-to off the side of, he's got a shipping container that he uses for storage, and so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be building a lean-to off the side of that. We're going to be using his little mini excavator. If you look behind me, we're going to be using his mini excavator, doing a little bit of dirt moving, pushing over some trees. It should be a fun time, so stay tuned. I hope you enjoy it. So the very first thing that we're going to be doing is cutting down this cedar tree. We've got a really nice oak tree right here with some really pretty branches that go out. And then right behind that there's this elm tree. It's pretty close to the oak. But then on the backside, right there where I'm pointing, that's a cedar tree, and it's kind of not doing very much. And so we're just gonna cut that cedar tree down. Hopefully it'll fall right down here, about where I am, in this kind of clearing area. And then we'll drag it up and out of here, and then we're gonna use his chainsaw, and we're going to cut that cedar tree into timbers that we can use for the uprights on his lean-to that we're going to build. So that's the plan. Unfortunately, one thing we just noticed is we've got barbed wire running all through the trunk of this tree. So we're not going to be able to use anything down below. Probably going to have to try to cut it off a little bit higher. So we'll have to just be careful. Yeah, it does. Okay, so now we'll just use this little excavator to push it over the rest of the way. Let's see if it'll break. So he's over there, and he's now going to try to push it over. Probably have a hard time seeing on the camera, but there's a notch in the tree right there. Jeez. Just like that. So here's the stump. If you look down inside there, you'll see it wasn't a very healthy tree to begin with. There's a lot of beetles and everything. Kind of the center of this tree had been infested by ants and other little insects. So, not a very healthy tree. So, stripping off all of the branches. I better go help him. But then once we get that cleared off, then we'll pull all of these. Then we'll pull this whole trunk right up out of here and into the open area over there. It sure is different out here in Missouri compared to Utah. That's unbelievable. Just drags this whole thing right out of here. So we're gonna try to cut up the length of this log until we find some solid wood. We're making progress, almost there.
Keeps going.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I've seen this before in another tree. It just went forever. But we only need like 12-foot posts, so you know we can go a little more and maybe still make use of it.
Yeah. It's packed full of ants. Anyway, we had to make one more cut and then it cleaned up. So now we'll go and cut it about 12 feet long and that'll work. So here's some hand-hewn logs that he did with his chainsaw. This is about an 8x8 post. Ugh. And he's in there doing another one right now. So I just used the excavator and I tried to smooth this little area out as best I could. Now it's kind of muddy. It rained a couple of days ago pretty hard. So it's still pretty soft. But now I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to move all of this gravel down in here and we're going to start pulling it into this area which is going to be under the lean-to. So I'm a little bit hesitant to record myself using the excavator just because this is my first time ever operating it, so it's not going to be super smooth, but it's fun. So don't judge me too harshly. so much better than I am. Now I think the plan is we're going to go and lay out the holes where we're going to put the uprights, and then we will use the little John Deere back here to hooked up to this auger right here. We're going to hook these up, and then we'll drill some holes in the ground. So here is the little mini excavator. This is a Yanmar VIO 35-6A. It is a 2013 model year. It has about 2,000 hours on it, and my brother picked it up about a year ago, and he uses that out here on his farm quite a bit. This has a 24 horsepower Yanmar diesel in it, and his little John Deere tractor over here. This is a 1984 750. This has a 20 horsepower 3-cylinder Yanmar diesel engine in it. So it's about just under 20 years between the two, but really they're pretty similar in size. He used to always use this for everything. This little 4-wheel drive tractor does a really good job of getting traction and, being able to pull things. But this just has the weight. And so with that blade on the front, he can do a good job pushing all that gravel. Well, pushing down on it with the excavator really helped. However, you probably saw that pin. We sheared that pin right there. So let's replace that real quick, and we'll be back in business. We've got 1, 2, 3 more 3 more to drill. We're gonna see if we can get these posts set tonight before it gets too dark. And then in the morning, maybe the concrete will be a little bit set up and we can start putting the beams on the posts. So we stayed late last night and put in 2 other posts. We painted the bottoms of them with tar, as you can see, just to try to keep them from rotting as best as we can. And now we've got to put in 1 more cemented into the ground. My brother's gonna go grab another tree, chop it down, and make another one of these big tall pillars. We'll cement it in the ground right here. And while he's doing that, I am going to use the little 750 over here and hook it up to the blade and try to move around a little bit more of this gravel.
Joe's down there moving gravel. I need a tree for the last post. And I have 2 mini cedars. I want to thin them out and leave room for these nice pretty oaks. So there's a nice straight cedar there. This one's a little tighter in there. Nice straight cedar there. Too close to this oak, too close to that oak. There's another cedar behind it. So let's go get that one. Well, I'll do a little digging around this and then see if I can go to the other side and just push it right over. I don't have a tripod and I need 2 hands, so you'll see it when it's done. Okay, I've dug all the way around. Now we'll give it a push. Let's see if I can film this. Not going. Get up higher. One-handed here. All right. Track forward, see if that does it. There it goes. I'm about stuck. Let's see. Come on. Go. She's stubborn. Hung up in that tree. Hung up in that tree. Track forward just a little more. There it goes. Got it.
So that's how he makes the beams. He uses his laser level to shoot a line right down the side of the beam where he wants to cut, and then he just cuts it with his chainsaw. He'll do that 4 times, and then we're left with these beams. So, it works pretty good. Anyway, I'm still just moving some dirt around. I'm using the excavator now. It pushes the gravel quite a bit better than the little tractor, but I'm more comfortable driving the tractor. Okay, I'm up along the top rail of the container right now, and we're gonna go ahead and attach this pressure treated lumber right along here into the side of the container with some screws, and we'll just do that all along here, and then we can run our roof beams. Oops, he's taking that down. He's going to mark it. Then we can run our roof beams off of that pressure-treated lumber, and we'll put a beam across all of our posts over there. Well, we got to cut them to length too. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Well, check it out. We got it pretty well done. There's still, well, still have to finish putting up these purloins. We got 1 row on, but it's just too hard to see our lines up there in the dark. So he's got to finish that in the morning. And and then obviously you'll have to put the metal on the top, but not bad for a day and a half of work. And when he gets that tin on the top, that's going to be a really, really nice covered storage area for him. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week with another video.